weak as hell. I said, make some noise!
I always say I'm always like, I just need to like get with it.
The first poem I'm gonna do all new stuff tonight, or all new shit tonight.
New shit!
That's right. And the first one, does everyone know what a lucid dream is?
Yes.
Alright, good. So then you understand this poem. This poem is called Lucid Dream. My mind drifts away long beyond REM. It's on the brink of exploring a new dimension. The power of the spiritual world lies deep, and you can explore it whenever you sleep. Sometimes it feels like you're awake. The prefrontal cortex functions of the brain it will take. Lucid dreams can be the most amazing things, and you can control whatever is happening. Your body and soul functions as two separate entities, but the presence of God's love puts your soul at ease. Everything in your mind is so calm and serene as you control the scenery of your lucid dream. Your mind drifts astray as your soul floats away, and sometimes the hunter becomes the prey. Things are not exactly what they seem while experiencing an intense lucid dream. The water and sky might be extra blue, and you can do whatever your soul wants to. I close my mind and imagine a place where I can sit next to God and look at Him in the face. This lucid dream has taken over my imagination. I come to the realization while my soul transforms into a spiritual adaptation. Your brain will begin to overstimulate. Your body is asleep, but your mind is awake. Fear will overtake, but the only thing that you can do is wait as your soul transforms back from a spiritual state. The power of a lucid dream is very strong because it can last very long and take your mind places way beyond. As I lay my head down to sleep, my mind falls deep into a trance-like state as my spiritual senses begin to awake. In my dreams, I always have control as I let God flow directly through my heart and into my soul. In my dreams, all my problems disappear. In my spiritual eye, I'm able to see clear. Most of our dreams evolve from our sight as our minds digest our day when we sleep at night. During a lucid dream, in your mind you roam deep, and your soul leaves your body as you fall asleep. Just letting your imagination run wild as you deeply explore your inner child. I am lost deep down in a lucid dream, but it's okay because I control everything. Subconsciously, I fall deep, controlling my sleep as I go escape to my temporary retreat. This lucid dream is my great escape, where I can feel God's love and emancipate. God's love helps me walk straight, and He is the one thing that controls my fate. My lucid dream is where I give God control, as His wisdom flows freely and guides my soul. Thank you. This next one, I kind of wrote it, I was kind of going through a rough time this last week. I had a family member who was in the hospital, and I had my whole world was coming apart, it seemed like. And I just freestyled, I just wrote a poem, and it's called Bad Things. All these bad things have infected my dreams, yet what happens in the darkness are unspeakable things. My heartbeat increases as my blood continues to flow, as my mind starts becoming detached from my soul. This path that I chose to walk has been very cold. It's left me bruised and battered at 43 years old. I'm constantly forced to remain strong and hard, forcing me to keep up my guard. I surrounded myself around bad things, like water hitting rocks in a hot springs. Not sure what to do next. Life is so complex, one sophisticated process, and before you know it, it becomes one big mess. It doesn't matter what happens to me, because eventually I have to take control of my destiny. I continue to stand steady like a tree, with God's roots supporting me. It's just all these bad things that occur. They are all messed up and sinister. Bad things will always remain here. We must ride them out until they disappear. We can't live out of fear because sooner or later the end is near. Bad things leading to deadly sins, and all the negativity is what it brings. Sometimes we have to go through bad times and learn to read between the lines. I have bad things occurring all around me as I distance myself into a separate entity. Dear God, my wings are broken. Hear my cries through my words that are spoken as I fall to my knees with my arms wide open. Life is not a poem that we can simply write. Every day of our lives we must continue to fight and not drift away from the Holy Spirit's light. We are all broken in some kind of way. We must pick up the pieces and continue living each day. We must not let bad things take our sanity away. God's love is not going anywhere. It's here to stay. Bad things are lurking around everywhere, hidden in the reality that life is not fair. An idle mind is unable to rest. A soul filled with hate is unable to manifest. Bad things have been happening throughout eternity. So I pray to God to keep them far away from me. I'm gonna end with one of my newest love poems, and I believe, like when you fall in love with your best friend, that's like the best type of relationship. And I believe, that you should love that person unconditionally. It doesn't matter who they've been with, it doesn't matter the past. What matters is like the here and now. And this poem is one of my latest love poems. It's called Unconditional Love. It doesn't matter to me whatever you went through. Until the end of days, I promise to always love you. Nobody can imagine what I went through as the winds of time mercilessly blew. I promise one day I will drop to one knee, and casually I will ask you to marry me. I don't care who you've been with or what you have done. I will never love you any less because you are the one. Unconditional love with somebody I can cherish. A fire that will continue to burn long after we both perish. Her love is the glue that holds my heart together. A bond so strong that will last forever. There is one thing that you should know about me, is that I'm capable of loving you unconditionally. I really don't care about your sexual history, and what happens next is the only thing that matters to me. All I want for you is to hold me tight, because searching for you has been such a hard, bitter fight. Her body feels so wet and tight. Our bodies unite. We are two lost souls inside the cold, dark night. Unconditional love, a bond that can never be broken. As we both watch the sun come over the ocean, you have no idea of the hell I went through, but it was all worth it once I found you. Unconditional love that has been reincarnated, a bond so strong it can't be separated. This love started out as just a fleeing, like a spark igniting a fire in the middle of the spring. She is the only thing, and I hope that she can understand that I can't imagine seeing her with another man. Sometimes I just feel so alone. Her love is the closest thing that feels like home. We are just two lost souls seeking God's kingdom. Unconditional love that matters so much to me. Her love is so pure, lasting through eternity. She is like a golden pearl washing up in the shore. I can love her in a way no man has ever loved her before. I will share with her God's love as it flows through me. Together we can both grow spiritually. All the love poems I write, they are all about her. As the echoes of time continue to whisper. Every poem that I write, I mean every word. From every adjective to every single verb. Unconditional love that will never die. Through God's love, it will only multiply. In this life, there are many different types of love, and I promise to be loyal to her after push comes to shove. I promise that I will love her unconditionally, the type of love that will reincarnate for eternity.